seed Trojans. Taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Trojans have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stay. They'll stop him at the 16. A first down for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Got room at the 35. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with the target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop. And still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
LSU right back to the line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. This is the 7th play of the drive as they come to the line on 3rd and goal. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right here.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Trojans are on the move. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I like feeding my guys. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Going to the ground. Can't get him to the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Pick up the 1st down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. The snap sets up to throw. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this game.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wide out in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Garrison.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down.
Timeout, LSU.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Now 2nd and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He looks that one in nicely.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, LSU! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get behind the defense. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm
Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Gadecki. Touchdown LSU! And the route is on.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes a catch at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. The give is to Smith. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gadecki. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A strike downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, 1st down. Tosses it back. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He's open on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Snares it outside. It's Cole. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 24, USC 6.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. They're working that left side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Brings up second down.
Wants to throw on second down. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, bringing enough separation to create a positive game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's got his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 2 to Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the 4th quarter.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. That's caught. It's Gadecki. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. LSU quick to the line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. They want to throw it. using the quick game. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Cole. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Unloads it left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He spins that thing down the middle. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You've got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it past the marker. Delivers the contact. Oh, look out, there he goes. At the 20. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Coming after it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs.
Can anyone catch him? Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
The give on the inside. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the USC offense will take over 1st and 10.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first game's